Hello guys, welcome to YouTube Best. And before I start on today's gist, I want to ask you, have you subscribed? If not, please and pretty please tap on the bell icon and also share your thoughts with me in the comment section. And as you do so, may God continue to bless you. Between Buhari, the military dictator, and Buhari, the reformed Democrat, which one do we prefer? When Goodluck was in power, we thought we had the worst. But my question here is that, is Buhari's tenure better or the worst? When Jonathan was in power, he said he was the most abused and insulted president in the world. But he said when he leaves power, he said we'll remember the total freedom we enjoyed under his government. However, Nigerians are very quick to make reference to this statement Jonathan made anytime Buhari's administration should disobey any court order or go after helpless citizens like that of Omoyele Sowore. The ill treatment of Sowore, who is an activist and publisher of Sahara Reporters, is something that even other countries are bothered about, and these incidents have even put our president in the spotlight. Let us not forget that Buhari tried his presidential election countable times before he won the 2015 election against Jonathan, and this was the first time an opposition party would defeat an incumbent president. I know in many Nigerian minds like me, we are wondering if it was an horrible mistake to elect the former military general considering his past human rights record when he was a military dictator, but it was what we ordered for that we got. One of the things that have been held in captive in his recent tenure is that Nigerian media has not been free. Journalists have come and become victims, and the freedom of speech has been dealt with. Apart from Sorore's case, several other journalists are victims of Mr. Buhari's repressive administration. Prominent among that is Jonas Abure, the publisher of Weekly Source, a local newspaper in Bayelsa. He was actually arrested in 2016 and has been detained for more than 2 years without trial by the SSS over a story he published on oil blocks and politics in Nigeria. On the constitutional level, it is unlawful in Nigeria for a citizen to be detained for more than 48 hours by a government agency, but this law is abolished in Abire's case. He wasn't even detained, he was also tortured and beaten and forced to accept the crime he was accused of, and he never did. The Buhari's administration is getting more notorious, and many innocent people are getting hurt. Not only that, there have been also mass killings of Nigerians in different parts of the country. Look at South Africa as a case, and for an instance, our people are being murdered in the same African continent that we are. And what does our government have to say about it? We talk about the well-known Abacha's regime, but in this situation, is there a change in Buhari's tenure? The 1999 constitution is a worthless and useless piece of legislation. How long are we going to endure all this and find a peaceful path for ourselves? The country is no longer a home but a place where there is a lot of ulabalu. We need peace and we need to protect ourselves because Nigeria as a country has a lot of potentials. The Vision 2020 we have all been crying about is almost here, and it's as if there is not even any change in Nigeria as a country.
Don't you think it's time for generational change in that the new generation of Nigerians, young people, should take over and become president of this country? That new ideas, in Britain we have a 40-something-year-old Obama in the United States of America.
Yeah, I think there is a number of issues there. Firstly, and most importantly, as far as I'm concerned, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria allows the citizens of this country that are 18 years and above, and there was no limit, to vote and be voted for. So to me, fundamentally, that's the most important thing. So if the Constitution of Nigeria has defined who is to stand for election and made a political party the platform, why should anybody start restricting Nigerian citizens outside the context of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And if you follow Nigerian history from independence to now, most of the people who led the country or became ministers or something, they were never after 50 years, including myself when I was head of state, including IBB when he became head of state. Not to talk of Gawan, who was 32 when he became head of state. Not to talk of Murtala. Maybe Iransi, was 50. But the civilians from Tafawa Balewa to Gawan, to Murtala, to Shagari himself. When Shagari became a minister, he was not up to 30 years old, himself and Maitama Sule and so on. So all this panic about generational change, why should the country be denied experienced people to participate since it's within the constitutional purview? Why?
Let me take you to the original perspective of Buhari, and that was to tackle corruption and take account the interest of ordinary people. But if you ask around randomly from people, you will hear them say life under Buhari has become more difficult than easier. Okay, small progress were actually made towards tackling corruption, and this was the main theme that helped Muhammadu Buhari in winning the second election. Actually, on corruption level, Buhari may have the goodwill to solve the problem, but he lacks assertiveness over the issue. I repeat again, the economic balance sheets under the first years were extremely poor, and the price of the country's most important product, oil, has dropped. And Nigeria's treasury has been looted, but Buhari has not yet offered a convincing strategy which will relax the country's dependence on oil. Even the notoriously poor electricity supply has barely shown any improvement. No wonder the Nigerian stock market fell. In addition, a lot of governors who were elected on the APC platform have left to go over to the opponent party, PDP. The APC, who is a majority, is now a minority. Those who have turned antagonists to Buhari's election include the leaders of both chambers of legislature, the president of Senate, Bukola Saraki, and the speaker of the House of Rep, Yakubu Dogora. The economy has become extremely sluggish. There's a lot of foreign debt and unemployment. It's really overboard. Then later I will say that they are lazy Nigerian youth. The pump of price of petrol has even gotten to be doubled.
We don't have railways now. We don't have airways. We don't have shipping line. Virtually, we have no electricity. Consequently, there is collapse of education, of industries, lack of employment, hence crime in the cities, and so really, it is very, very disappointing. The only thing we have is that we have managed to remain one country. But otherwise, the institutions virtually have collapsed. No social services, education now.
Going to the early stages of Buhari, Buhari enrolled at the age of 19 in the Nigerian Military Training College in 1962. In February 1964, the college was upgraded to an official commissioning unit of the Nigerian Army, and it was renamed the Nigerian Defence Academy, NDA. From 1962 to 1963, Buhari underwent official cadet training at England. At the age of 20, Buhari was commissioned a second lieutenant and appointed a platoon commander of the 2nd Infantry Battalion in Abeokuta. From November 1963 to January 1964, Buhari attended the platoon commander course at the Nigerian Military Training College at Kaduna. In 1964, he facilitated his military training by attending the Mechanical Transport Officers course at the Army Mechanical Transport School in Brodin, United Kingdom. Meanwhile, from 1965 to 1967, Buhari served as a commander of the 2nd Infantry Battalion and was appointed a brigade major. Buhari was appointed as the governor of the North-Eastern States by General Muhammadu Buhari from August 1, 1975 to February 3, 1976. He was to oversee social, economic, and political improvements in the state. He was briefly served as governor of Borno State from 3 February 1976 to 15 March 1976. He was the military secretary at the Army headquarters and was a member of the Supreme Military Council from 1978 to 1979. From 1979 to 1980, he was at the rank of colonel then, and he attended the U.S. Army War College in Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania, and he also gained a master's degree in strategic studies in the United States. After his mother's death, he was released as a civilian in December 1998. And he went into farming. He divorced his first wife then, and he married the well-known First Lady of today, Aisha Buhari. He became a pioneer chairman of Katsina Foundation and was founded to encourage social and economic development in Katsina State. Muhammadu Buhari is a seasoned political leader, and he was the head of state of Nigeria from 1983 to 1995. During the military interregnum, Buhari's current term as the president has been marked for his absence from office, and it is estimated that for almost 30% of his term, he has been out of the country on medical grounds. But what exactly is wrong with him? We don't even know. The question is that will he survive all this unlike Yaradua? The subject of his absence has reached a lot, and when he took a trip to Poland, Nigerians made a joke and said our president has been replaced by a clone, but he angrily retorted that he is the real one. The First Lady Aisha Buhari in question also blamed two powerful men to be responsible for the slow progress of our country. She did not mention him, but left us the impression that the ruling of the country is not only in the hands of Buhari but also in the hands of these powerful men. Thank you for listening to my gist today, and I also expect you guys that you've subscribed, tap on the bell icon, and also don't forget to share your thoughts with me in the comment section. As you do so, may God bless you. Bye.